आनन्दलीलामयविग्रहाय हेमाभदिव्यै छविसुन्दराय तस्मै महाप्रेमरसप्रदाय चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So we are reading from chapter 17 from the book Teachings of Lord Caitanya. I will continue reading from here. The Sankirtan movement inaugurated by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a transcendental pastime of the Lord. If somebody says why the Supreme Lord should come as a devotee and then spread the Sankirtan movement, so here is the answer. It is a transcendental pastime of the Lord. All the pastimes of the Lord are transcendental, unlike those who are in the material bodies, who are fallen in this material world. Our activities are all mundane, they are all materialistic, they are all temporary, and they have no significance or value of for anything in any activity that we do. However, externally, apparently, it may seem that, oh, such a great achievement, somebody has achieved the Nobel Prize, and or somebody may be a Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushan, or big awardees, but they are all insignificant, they are all mundane. But the Sankirtan movement that is inaugurated by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is a transcendental pastime of the Lord. And here Mahaprabhu is saying, by it, I live simultaneously to preach and popularize this movement in the material world. By it means by this Sankirtan movement, Mahaprabhu is saying, Mahaprabhu personally lives simultaneously to preach and popularize this movement in the material world. So, if we are part of this Sankirtan movement, then we should understand that we are fortunate, because whether we are part of the Sankirtan movement or not, it doesn't matter to the movement itself, because the movement will go on no matter what, whether we participate or not, it will go on, because who is doing it? Mahaprabhu himself. Where is the proof? Here is the proof. These are words of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, that he is living simultaneously to preach and popularize this movement in the material world. Therefore, if we want to become most fortunate, then we should try to become part of this Sankirtan movement. That is success of life, and not some mundane material awards. But this is perfect success of life. In that Sankirtan movement of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and Advait Prabhu are his expansions, and Gadadhar Pandit and Srivas Pandit are his internal and marginal potencies, respectively. So we were reading earlier that in the Sankirtan movement, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes along with his five potencies. Nityananda Prabhu and Advait Prabhu are the expansions of the Supreme Lord. Gadadhar Prabhu and Srivas Prabhu. So Gadadhar Pandit is the internal potency of the Lord, and Srivas Pandit is the marginal potency of the Lord. The living entities are called marginal potency because they have either of two attitudes. Living entities means all the Jivatmas, which include all of us. So we are marginal potency of the Lord. Why? Because they have either of the two attitudes. First is the tendency to surrender unto Krishna. So some of the living entities will have the tendency that they want to surrender to Krishna, that they want to take up the teachings and instructions of Lord Krishna, and they want to live their life based on that. Or there are certain other living entities, or we can say most of the other living entities, they have the tendency to become independent of Lord Krishna. No, I don't want Krishna to be in the center. I want to be in the center. I want to be the center of attraction. Everybody should worship me. Everybody should appreciate me. Everybody should sing my glories. Why should they sing Krishna's glories? Who has seen Krishna? So they want material enjoyment. So these are the two tendencies, and therefore we are the marginal potency of the Lord. Due to this propensity for material enjoyment, propensity means the seed that um, from that seed that desire comes, that we want to enjoy in the material world. We want to have some material enjoyment. Little bit fame should be there, little bit appreciation should be there. If we do something and nobody appreciates us, we don't like it, because that propensity is there for material enjoyment. When somebody appreciates us, it helps our false ego. It's like a buttering for our false ego. Ah, this is nice, somebody is appreciating me. But the moment somebody does not appreciate, that person is jealous of me, that's why that person is not appreciating me. So that propensity for material enjoyment, this is material enjoyment. Even if we are in Krishna consciousness, so called, we are wearing kanthi, tilak, everything, but still that propensity to enjoy is still there. Due to this propensity for material enjoyment, the living entity becomes contaminated by the material world. When a living entity is dominated by a desire for material enjoyment and becomes entangled in material life, he is subjected to the threefold miseries of material existence. So, step by step. First is, there are two attitudes. One is, some living entities, they want to surrender, they have the tendency to surrender unto Krishna. Other living entities, they have the tendency to become independent of Krishna and try for material enjoyment. Then what happens? Because of this tendency, this propensity for material enjoyment, no, we don't want Krishna in the center. Therefore what happens? The living entity becomes contaminated by the material world. As soon as there is the propensity means it will lead to material enjoyment. Material enjoyment means we have acquired the karma, and slowly we are getting entangled. Some karma will come. To fulfill that karma, we sow the seed, the plant comes out, the fruits and flowers, they start coming. As soon as the bees, they pluck the pollens from the flowers, they fly here and there, that seed drops, another flower comes out, the cycle begins. Similarly, we have the tendency, we have the propensity to enjoy, therefore we will try to enjoy. The moment we try to enjoy, we acquire karma. The moment we acquire karma, we have to suffer or enjoy that karma. To suffer or enjoy that karma, we will do more activities, we have more propensity for material enjoyment. And this is how, when a living entity is dominated by the desire for material enjoyment, they become entangled in this material life. And the living entity is subjected to the threefold miseries of material existence: Adhyatmic, Adhidaivik, Adhibhautik. Threefold miseries. Apart from these three major segments, segregations, there is no other kind of misery. Adhyatmic means some miseries that are coming because of myself, because I am undergoing some stress, because I am thinking something, and because of that thought I am suffering. So Adhyatmic. Adhibhautik means other living entities are causing misery to me. Some mosquito has bitten me, and because of that, now I'm getting malaria, dengue, all those things. Some dog has come and bit me, so therefore I have to take 14 injections. Somebody has spoken something ill about me, and therefore I am very sad about it. Why did this person speak rudely to me? Why did this person go and speak such things about me? So threefold miseries. And Adi Daivik means those things that the nature is, I mean, nobody else, no other living entity has a control, but it is done by the nature. For example, there are floods, there are earthquakes, or there are volcanoes. So these are all Adi Daivik. There is a nice example showing how Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement can save one from the miseries of material existence. The desire for material enjoyment is just like a seed sown in the earth. It is just what I said some time back. So it is this desire for material enjoyment is just like a seed sown in the earth. You take a seed, put it in the earth. If a seed is inundated by too much water, there is no possibility of its fructifying. If you put too much water, the seed will not sprout. Similarly, if a conditioned soul is captivated by material enjoyment because the seed of such enjoyment is within his heart, he can be overwhelmed and overpowered by a flood of transcendental activities performed in love of God. If a conditioned soul is captivated by material enjoyment because the seed of such enjoyment is within his heart, that means a conditioned soul wants material enjoyment because that seed is still there in the heart. Such a person can be overwhelmed and overpowered by a flood of transcendental activities. So, when such a person, if you pull that person into transcendental activities and you overwhelm him, overflood him with transcendental activities, okay, let us do kirtan, let us dance in the kirtan, let us play some mridanga, let us sing some kirtan. Okay, let us have nice prasadam. Are to have nice prasadam, let us offer nice food items to the Lord. Then we can have nice prasadam. So let us cook nicely for the Lord. So all such transcendental activities, then when they are performed in love of God, what happens? Their hearts can be um, overpowered by such transcendental activities. Although they have material enjoyment, the seed of material enjoyment, still by overpowering them with, by overflooding them with these transcendental activities, they can get overpowered by transcendental activities. In this way, his seed of material enjoyment cannot fructify into a conditioned life of material existence. So, although the seed is there, but you have watered it so much that the seed cannot sprout. So, the seed of material enjoyment is there, but you have watered it, you have showered so much floods of transcendental activities that okay, let us do Krishna Katha, let us listen to Krishna's pastimes, let us listen to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, let us listen to the pastimes of Nityananda Prabhu and his associates, how when they wanted to go back to Navadvip, but they were so engrossed in doing kirtan that for 1 month they continued doing kirtan and went 30 kilometers ahead of Navadvip. Then again they suddenly realized, Arey, we have come 30 kilometers ahead. Okay, let us go back. Again they started doing kirtan. While doing kirtan, they forgot. They again crossed and went behind 30 kilometers. Again, then they realized, Arey, Navadvip, we have crossed Navadvip. Again they start doing kirtan, and while coming, again they go 30 kilometers ahead. And this continued for months, not just few days, for months it continued. So these are the pastimes of Nityananda Prabhu and his associates. So when you overflood somebody with transcendental activities, then what happens? That seed for material enjoyment cannot fructify for conditioned life of material existence. The end of conditioned life of material existence and the beginning of spiritual transcendental bliss happens for that person. So how many of us really want the end of conditioned life of material existence? Yes. In this way, his seed of material enjoyment cannot fructify. The conditioned life, the conditioned living entities in the present age of Kali are being overpowered by the flood of love of God inaugurated by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. So at present in this Kali Yuga, we are very fortunate that Mahaprabhu came and he has inundated this present age of Kali, the living entities in this present age of Kali. He has inundated means he has flooded, he has begun this movement and he has flooded the material world with his Sankirtan movement. All his associates, Mahaprabhu along with his associates, they have flooded this earthly planet with the love of God, and therefore we are overpowered. In this connection, there is a verse written by His Holiness Prabodhananda Saraswati in his book Sri Chaitanya Chandamrita. This verse states that materialistic persons are very enthusiastic to maintain their family members, wife, and children, and that there are also many mystic speculators who are engaged in speculating about liberation from the miseries of material life and who therefore undergo various austerities and penances. But those who have discovered the greatest transcendental flavor in the movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they no longer have a taste for such activity. So, what is being said? There is a verse written in the book Sri Chaitanya Chandramrita by His Holiness Prabodhananda Saraswati, that there are many materialistic persons who are very enthusiastic that arey nahi, I have to take care of my family is dependent on me, my wife, my children, my parents, they are very very attached to their family, and they are very very attached to the work that they do, because they think that that is their only thing that they have come to do here. Then they also mentally speculate that how to come out of all these miseries. Why is my child falling sick? Why should my wife have any difficulties in the house? Why are we fighting? Or why are my parents, they are becoming old, so they are falling sick, so I should make arrangements for all these people. So we should have a nice house for my parents. I will put a lift, personal lift inside my house, so my parents will not have a problem. Or for my children, I will put nice AC and I will put nice heater, so in the summers they can use the AC, in the winters they can use the heater, and then they will not have these cough and cold, but still they are falling sick. So they are speculating so many things, how to come out from the miseries. They're undergoing so many austerities and penances also, that chalo, let us do guruvar ka vrat, let us do somvar ka vrat, shanivar ka vrat, because shani dev is not being very kind to us, so let us do all these vrat. So they are doing all these various kinds of austerities and penances, but what is the use? Such penances, such austerities cannot bring out one from the miseries of the material life. But out of these people, out of this variety of persons, those who have discovered the greatest transcendental flavor, ki are I have got the best sweet, out of, suppose you have a huge plate of mahaprasad and you have various items, starting from various kinds of sabjis and different kinds of kadhi and vadi and dal and rice, different kinds of rice also, lemon rice, white rice, pulao, fried rice, and then there is some vishnu bhog, and there is jackfruits vegetable. So different kinds of vegetables are there, and then different kinds of juices are there. There's watermelon juice, there is some nice soda water is there, some nice lemon juice is there, and along with that some nice sweets are there. And then the best, your most favorite sweet comes. I'm thinking what is my favorite sweet, but suppose your most favorite sweet comes. There is rasamalai, and then you say that okay, I have got the best, I'm fine with rasamalai, you can have all of these things, I just want to eat the rasamalai. So, like that, people who have discovered the greatest transcendental flavor in the movement of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they no longer have a taste for such materialistic, mundane activities and speculative activities. Now, suppose besides this Mahaprasadam, there's a mundane thali with all the kachra items, all the garbage items that are street side, some food items are bought. This is like first class. You can see the bowls are made of silver, the plate is made of silver, the glasses are shining, and you have a plate which is a plastic plate, and then you can see some hair is fallen on that food and you can also see that some dust particles have also fallen. Will anybody really opt for that plate instead of this shining silver plate with so many chappan bhog? Nobody. But still, in this material world, there are such foolish persons who opt for that plate which has so many dust particles and some hair on top of that, and a plastic plate, and it is some street side unhygienic food, instead of this chappan bhog which is prepared in the first class manner. So those who have discovered this greatest transcendental flavor, in the movement of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they no longer have a taste for such activities. Those material mundane activities is like that plate. And spiritual activities is this silver plate with chappan bhog. Those who are under the impression that there is material contamination in the form of Supreme Personality of Godhead and in his devotional services are called Mayavadis. We'll pause here and we'll continue reading from here tomorrow, Krishna willing. And we'll see what more Mahaprabhu explains and says. So thank you very much, dear devotees, for your very wonderful association. Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Shri Srimad Srila Jai Pataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai. Jagat
Bye.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Bye.
Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. Hari Bol. Thank you
Hari
so.
Mataji ki jai.
All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga.